How's it going, Squad Nation? It is your boy, and today we are back once again with more High School content. Today we're going to be talking about our boy Mory Jin, doing a little breakdown on him when it comes down to his moveset, his skills, his abilities, and most specifically his arsenal and items. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. The first thing we're going to be talking about, absolutely off the bat, is this man's yo. Now, I could go into a full video, into a whole deep dive about it, but just to give you guys the Cliff Notes version, his yo, at least the original yo that he pretty much has, was pretty much just a freaking special device from the Dragon King's palace to just measure stuff. How crazy is that, considering the fact that that yo literally does massive damage to practically everything around the freaking area and vicinity? It's quite freaking insane. So, to give you guys context, most of the yos that pretty much Mori has are pretty much, he acquired during his training arc in the Dragon King's palace after, Mublong became Supreme God and stuff like that. It was pretty much revealed that each and every yo pretty much had first off, the yos in general actually comes from the dragon's body itself, pretty much one of the dragon bones. And in those dragon bones came the yos, and those yos pretty much house ancient dragon souls in them. And it really does give us a pretty massive, crazy understanding with the yos, and why so many people outside of Mori was unable to lift them, because that just basically just made the fact that Mori is just built different. He was basically stronger than pretty much all of the ancient dragons combined, and none of the gods, whether in the first Ragnarok or so on, was able to pick those yos up. That alone is just borderline insanity. There was only one that was able to, conjure up yos like that, and that was the one of the four pillar guardians, which was called, literally known as the monkey. So that was pretty much it. So again, I'll probably go into a deep dive video about that later on, but I just wanted to, point that out. Next is my man Mori's gourd bottle, which is pretty much a containment device that he's been used. He can pretty much suck up enemies or suck up anything at this point in his gourd bottle, and and release it on command. Another thing is his Cloud Gundam, which is crazy enough. He's able to, he can actually make Gundam come out pretty much anywhere, even in the freaking edges of space. Again, that Orc Cloud really just, just set precedent just how BS and overpowered Mori is. And obviously with, Gundam, Mori can just ride his cloud around, as well as, shoot thunderbolts. So there's that. What else? Oh, another thing on Mori's arsenal is his dragon armor suit, which is pretty much designed to pretty much be the perfect defense. Though that its ultimate weakness is the blade of Tagatha, which is insane considering the fact that that whole dragon armor suit was made to protect him from the blade of Tathagata. But I digress. I freaking digress. So yeah, that's as far as his arsenal and weapons are pretty much available to him. Oh, another thing which pretty much his items and arsenal is in fact his luxurious headband. Yeah, I know. Basically, for those that don't know, this headband of his is pretty much, even though that it's very fashionable and obviously my man rocks this shit like crazy, It serves as both a limiter and a controlling device for our dear Monkey King. Basically, if Wukong ever went out of control, or he would pretty much exceed to a limit that the headband pretty much placed on him when, trying to eliminate his power, the headband will basically crush his skull, basically, and it's not a pretty sight. So, over time, obviously, he would pretty much break the headband and just get a newer headband, which is have this whole thing wrapped around him, that is like blue and red. That pretty much is just signification just how far Mori has gone throughout his process of being a supreme god and even just reaching borderline nirvana. So as far as I'm aware, that whole headband alone pretty much just ultimately signifies his evolution, basically. And as far as I'm aware, the headband never even once tightened him when he over exceeded his strength, as far as I'm aware. So there you go. That was pretty much his arsenal and items. Now it's time to talk about his skills. Now, in conjecture, Mori pretty much, just to go off the bat, Mori only knows to just scratch that. He knows a lot of skills. Technicality is, this is the Monkey King. I mean, bro could see, if he sees a skill or a moveset or anything, he's gonna borderline copy it to borderline perfection. And pretty much make it his own, if anything, right? However, the one, skill set that he pretty much primarily uses more than anything is, without a shadow of a freaking doubt, is Taekwondo, that he learned from his grandfather, Jin. But the type of Taekwondo is actually Renewal Taekwondo. The Renewal Taekwondo pretty much is basically a more refined version of Taekwondo, as opposed to ITF Taekwondo, which is more brutal and more, So yeah. And then obviously from Renewal came Recoilless, which is pretty much a concept came realitized, if that's the word even makes sense. Where pretty much any kick that Mori pretty much uses, any kick at all, can pretty much bend space and time. That alone is broken in itself. And keep in mind, Mori did all of that in his weakest state, so you can only literally imagine what he'll be doing when he launches a kick like that at his strongest state. Again, in his weakest form, he was able to bend space and time. You can only imagine what he'll do when he, bruh. So anyways, yeah. Another thing that Mori also uses is Bong Chim-na's acupuncture techniques, which he can use both offensively and defensively. Let me explain. So basically, for Bong Chim-na's acupuncture techniques, he can pretty much hit a person's, pressure points to pretty much enact pretty much bodily harm. Think of what's the freaking Fist of the North Star. Basically, bro literally says, "You are dead." Think of that when bro literally taps the dude's pressure point. But instead of person just exploring, they're pretty much exploring internally, but the damage is done, pretty much. And defensively, he could use Jim Bong Jim, which is pretty much a way of releasing a person's potential. Releasing a person's potential. Basically, think of like the Kaioken, where pretty much a person's strength and speed is pretty much doubled. But there is a caveat to this. There is a double-edged sword to it, where it pretty much calls as a rebound, where pretty much for a certain amount of time, a rebound effect will take place, where the person that's having the Jim Bong Jim will pretty much undergo a stasis of immense, immeasurable pain. And that shit will just be no freaking good. And at times, it will literally leave the person to be pretty much immobilized for days, weeks even, if used wrong, incorrectly. And literally, fun fact, Mori used that possibly to its maximum, pretty much 250,000 times, or 250 million times. I am not sure. I think it was 250,000 times for sure. And bro, let's just say, bro, literally, while he used that, he basically just like, at that point in time, bro literally kicked the sun and basically turned that motherfucker off for a moment. But that alone is insane. But anyways, yeah. Also, even with the acupuncture technique, Mori can also try to like heal people, try to like stop bleeding, and all this other good stuff, which is also a good thing as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, Mori also knows like talisman, you know what I'm saying, skills as well, which again, I mean, it's a given considering he is the Monkey King, but I digress. So we've covered his arsenal and we covered the skills that he knows. So I think we're pretty much done. Honestly, that pretty much isn't it. I haven't even went anywhere forward with his techniques such as Jin Ho-chuk, the kick at the blue dragon, Thunderbreaker, the whole goddamn freaking combinations that he does with his Yo, with Gundam, with his Gorbao. Again, if I were to, and the just a slew of other renewal Taekwondo techniques that he knows, but we would pretty much be all day with it. And again, I've already did 1 hour video with freaking Mori kind of covering his whole story from origin to end series. I am not trying to do another hour video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really not much to go off of because we talked about his skills, we talked about his arsenal and items. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. I really don't know what else I pretty much actually. Oh, can't believe I'm forgetting about this. His ultimate trademark. Oh, and another few of his items. One of which is the sixth owner, which pretty much can be conjured up into pretty much freaking anything. And it's basically a 4D being confirmed by literally the freaking manual, and also of what was it called? His clones. Yes, he can pretty much make copies of himself. Bro, I'm surprised that shit flew over my head. Yes, he also makes copies, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about his copies, they are just as strong as him, so long as he is in close proximity to them. So that's also broken. But anyways, that is pretty much, yeah, that alone is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments down below if I actually missed anything, because again, I think I'm okay for the most part. Yeah, pretty much. Before someone says in the comment section, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of people saying it, you didn't go over the dragon armor suit can do this, or you didn't explain, you know what I'm saying, that this can do that. Let me be clear again. I could possibly go into a full-on separate video, literally going into a deep dive into those items and those movesets and stuff like that, okay? Again, I just choose not to because, again, for the sake of this freaking video alone, because again, I'm just going over just Mori's whole breakdown of his abilities, skills, and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna I'll go into a whole deep dive about them because, again, there's a whole bunch of lore and a whole bunch of stuff that will take this video the length that I do not want it to go. Okay? Oh shit, I'm freaking forgetting about the most biggest thing about Mori when it comes down to his kid when he freaking reached Nirvana. My god. Basically, Mori, as he reached Nirvana, he also pretty much used destruction and creation abilities. Basically, he was able to use abilities that could pretty much erase person on contact and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, restore life in the process. Also, not only that, because when Mori reached that Nirvana like state, bro, basically any mortal being or any being that is practically weaker than him will basically just bend and just basically pray to this man. Okay, now I think we're done. Again, let me know down below how, like, you know what I'm saying, what now, let me know down below how many did I miss, you know what I'm saying, because I probably skimmed over just a little bit, a few things, you know what I'm saying, but again, let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, like this video, comment down below, share this video across social media if you can, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This is Player signing out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!